So here I am with the saddle that I have scraped. We'll see if I take it some more, but you get the idea. And then of course the cross slide that was used after it has been scraped and proved flat and aligned and everything, or I mean thickness equal, used to scrape the the saddle. However, there's one thing I have to, let's say, show. I think it could be worthwhile for others. While scraping, I had it here so that it was firmly tucked in, but bring you closer there. When you tuck it down like this, I mean, when you fasten it, the moment you clamp it, the forces that clamps will automatically, even at this point, flex a little bit down. So first I made the, I mean it's solid metal, so to speak, but even though I made a mistake of forgetting that it flexed a little bit, so I started scraping, of course, here, but also then testing it while here. And that is not a big mistake, but a mistake. You will get minor deviations, and depending on how of your clamping force, the readings will be funky, so to speak. So don't do that. Take it over here, for instance, and mark it. It's easy on this. I mean, there are several other ways, but at least that was my finding. So here we are with the saddle. I have already finished it, I think. I just wanted to show how I did it. When you scrape, you can use this type of straight edge to measure. Test the flatness. What is important though is that you don't, I mean, this is quite broad here, and the center of gravity falls around here. So if you test it on this side, you don't let it tip like that over. I mean, so it is a little bit too wide to be used on this side, so hence you shall try to use the tool appropriate for the job. Just be warned that if you aren't aware of this, you can actually have a tendency to glue up just the outer part here, which would be a false reading. So there you have to use a smaller tool. And of course, when you progress, you will want to use the cross slide as your gluing master. So just a very faint application here. Wipe off and test. Would be the, let's say, the final test and proof. see? And then the test would be, from at least I did, to prove that these two are of equal height and flat, all from the outer sides to the inner here, so that they aren't sloping. I mean, if you view it like this, there is a tendency to scrape harder on the outer sides, half a hundredths higher here. So it actually goes up. There's a tendency to do that, so you need to think about this and scrape harder towards the inner side. To test that it is flat like that, I run it like that, retain the same setting on the clock here, and run it the other side.